Good morning, and welcome back to Bear's Garden Adventure. It's been a while. I believe my last video was video number 11, as far as keeping numbers go on videos. So yeah, I got a lot of content. There's videos in between videos, but we're going to call this number 12. And what I am doing today is I am unboxing, or I am untaping my winter sowing, all the stuff that I put in the winter containers and left them out here to grow. All the ice cream containers did really well. Some of the milk jugs, some of the container jugs like soda, that didn't do too well, but the ice cream containers did wonderful. Check this out. Let me get over here. I had to put them up here so the squirrels or the snails and slugs didn't get them last night. Now all the names came off. I mean, not a single one of them has their name on it no more. They all got rinsed off. But here I know these are marigolds of some kind. That's probably a weed. And that's probably a weed. The other flowers I had growing in here got eaten. I did have a snail a while back, or a slug. These look like more flowers. The other side hasn't grown or is eaten. These are two different kinds of salads or lettuces. I forget the names of them. The tag's there, but got washed off. So lots of lettuce. I'll plant a lot of these. Here, I have no idea what that is. That's wild. But these ought to be herbs. I'm pretty sure these are herbs. These are flowers. I don't remember exactly what kind of flowers, but there's two different kinds of flowers. So that's what we're going with right now. Gosh, guys, look at the carrots. Look how well the carrots are doing. So what I'm doing here today with you guys is I'm going to set you down over here. Angle you down a bit. Those are the last boxes. I forgot about you guys. I'm sorry, but at least I remembered by the time I had 3 left. So let's open these and see what we got. There's probably going to be a name tag. Well, there's going to be a name tag, but there's not going to be anything written on it. This is my luck so far with using permanent markers in the garden. So we got this one. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What a surprise. I was shocked to pull that off of there and see them in there. Look at that, how tall they are. Oh, I don't know. This could be a kale. I don't know. I just don't remember, but it's edible. I know that much. It's totally edible. I just don't remember what it was. Look at that. It works, y'all. Winter sowing. It's awesome. Let's see what else we got. Trash bucket over here. Here's another one. Where do you come lose that? Oh, there you are. Alright, let's see what we got in this one. Oh, not sure. Okay, we've got some grass. We got some more grass. These could be some kind of herb, but I'm not really sure. I'm going to let this keep growing out here and see what happens. I'm going to remove all these little grass pieces and let everything else keep going. That's obviously what do you call them? Clover. There's another clover. There's a few clovers. There's a few weeds in here, but I think there's a clover. I think these are herbs. I'm not quite sure. I just don't remember because everything keeps getting washed off. And last but not least, you guys, really sorry for forgetting about you guys yesterday and opening all these without you guys. but at least I got 3 left. Let's see what's in the last one. I can see some leaves in there through the holes. Oh my God. Look at that growth. Wow. This is just absolutely amazing, you guys. This is another lettuce. Look at that. Just look at it. Wow. Wow. That's cool though. Check it out. That is so cool. Yeah. Look at all that growth. That's all food. And if that's herbs, herbs are food too. I think those are all the other ones I just showed you guys. That's pretty amazing. Let's go on a quick garden tour now that we have those open. So, remember I'm doing my lemon drop melons in here. And so far, I've only got 1. There's 3 down here and they didn't grow, so I put 3 more in there somewhere around here. So there's 6 of everything. And they're not growing down here yet either. There is another melon right here. All these are written down on the map, guys. Nothing popped up yet for the silver Yamamotos. These melons down here are the onions. Nothing yet. Not a thing. I've been looking at this right here. Oh, never mind. It's been eaten. And it wasn't a melon anyways. I thought it was. We're supposed to get more melons growing up down here. Got a few things down here growing. Do some eggplants down there. I'll try to transplant those soon because they've been out here in the sun for quite a while now. My carrots, listen. Lots of wild tomatoes, except for this one. This one is the accordion. It's a big, giant orange tomato, if it lives. I have more of these tomatoes growing too. But all these little tomatoes that you see in these little green pots, all these little tomatoes came out of some of these because they just grew wild. I don't know what they are. Asparagus. I dropped asparagus in here a while back and they're finally starting to grow, so I can transplant those. That, you know what this is? It's amazing. It's coffee. Check this out. You know what that is, right? That's my sweet potato leftovers. All right, look at this, you guys. Look at these potatoes. These potatoes are massive already. Big, big potatoes. These are teas. I'm making teas. Keep the bugs out as best I can. A little bit of rain can go in there. This is another tea. I'll explain these teas to you guys on another video. Looks nasty, but it is wonderful stuff, trust me. I'll show you guys how to make it on another video if I haven't showed you already. Alright, let's see what else we got going. For this stuff right here and that one right there, we've got this new spot. I had my cabbage and I had my cauliflower and broccoli down here and some kale, and they were down here in these little containers down here. If you guys remember, they were in these grow bags. I should say big containers. They were in these big old grow bags, but they weren't doing good because they kept getting eaten by the slugs. I went from about 30 broccoli, cauliflower, and kale down to about 12 or 13. So I moved them all in another part of the yard that I'll show to you in a minute. But here, we got all this sand around here. So all that sand is to keep slugs from going underneath it. I got to finish it today and put some more sand down here. And there's also a spray that I'm using. I'll show you guys too that I sprayed this down with that I made myself. Nothing so far likes to smell this spray. So hopefully this spray can keep the slugs out of my greens. Let's see what else we got going. Let's go to the outside of the fence because we got the whole hillside planted. Here, not growing yet. I just planted these about 3 days ago. What does that say? It's a squash, a zucchini, long white of Palmero. Something like that. That's what's right here. And the sticks are for a big old bug net. I have a 32-foot insect net that'll fit across all of these. Cucumber, Puna Cajera, something like that. It's going to be 3 days ago. It's going to be a cucumbers coming out of here. There's 4 seeds in every pile. This one grew up in the greenhouse. This one started in the greenhouse. This is a gray zucchini that I got from the dollar store. The packet came from a dollar store. But 1 mound, 2 mound, 3 mounds. So we'll be getting 3 more zucchini out of that one. Right over here, the lemon squash. So squash lemon. And again, there's 4. I want 4 planted up on top of here. My wild onions. I love the wild onions. They have lots of good flavor to them, especially in rice and soup. Cucumber, dragon's egg cucumber. Again, there's 4 here. And down here, we got watermelon Wilson Sweet mixed with watermelon Art Combs Ancient. There are 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3 here, and these are going to grow up. And they're instantly going to be mixed and cross-pollinated. They're going to instantly be cross-pollinated. I don't know if that cross-pollination is going to come through this year or next year with the melons. There is a kid that grows watermelons, and he grows lots of them. The kid's like 12 or 13 years old. And he's been doing it for years, and he's only 12 or 13 years old, and he grows new watermelons all the time. What are new watermelons? He plants a whole bunch of watermelons out all across his garden, and he plants them all close enough together to where the bees fertilize them and mix pollination, and he gets new species of watermelon every year because of that. And he knows. He's been doing it so long that he knows what he planted and what he didn't plant. And he'll tell you just by looking at the stripes on it, this stripe shouldn't be on this watermelon. The kid's amazing. So that's what I'm trying to do here with all these watermelons and the other watermelons that are down that way. So yeah, let's continue to go some more. So let's show you strawberry patches. Strawberry patches are doing really well. My little gopher scare layer. I don't know if it works or not. And this is a bigger strawberry patch that I got from my sister. Snapdragons, don't you love them? Check it out, guys. Check it out. Let's go over here so you guys can see what's going on better here. Look at all of these potatoes. They are big. Let's take this down here like so. Just let you guys get an idea of how big they've gotten. Yeah. Potatoes have gotten really big over here in the dirt. And then sweet potato vines. Sweet potato vines are doing good. Sweet potato vines. And just look at them on these things, on this trellis here. All those sweet potato vines. We also got some Swiss chard mixed colors. They're not doing too well because the gopher is down here, you guys. I'm trying to kill them. I can't catch him. He won't come cover up his hole. Why won't they come cover up their hole like the instructions of this thing said that they would cover up their hole, but they're not covering up their hole? Piece of crap. And that down there is another gopher scare-awayer thingy. It works pretty good. These things are trying to go. The gopher's tunneling under this part really bad. It is. It's messed this part up really bad because these guys aren't growing, so that means there's air or tunnels or something getting to their roots, and they're stunted. They're not growing right. These should be a lot bigger. See these? That right there? That is a beet. No, not a beet. Radish. These are radishes. And let me show you how these are stunted. I planted these radishes first before I planted these radishes. These radishes were transplanted. These radishes I planted as seeds. And look at the size of these radishes. Look at that radish down there. Why aren't the other ones doing it? Because the gophers are going underneath the other ones and screwing them up. All this stuff is way too small because of the gophers. And these could be small too, because, or not the gophers, but the moles. My vines aren't growing that fast. See the vine? They're not growing that fast. They're growing really, really slow. Unlike the potatoes are growing great. So these vines might be being affected by the mold too, and this thing's not catching them. Gosh, I really wish this thing would work. It's got 6 spikes on it, a heavy loaded spring, and a trap on the bottom of it, so when he comes and pushes the dirt up to cover up his hole, he activates the trap and smashes and kills himself. I've been using this thing for over a year and it has not worked yet. So, remember the corn I planted on the last video? Look at the corn. We got lots and lots of corn. 3 rows of beautiful corn. And the mow has stopped right here, thank God. Twice it stopped right there. Twice the mow has come in here and stopped and not gone no further, thank God. God bless my garden and help me with this mow, because he is destroying everything in here. And he has come down to my corn. He has look at, there's the corn right there that's been eaten by something, so I'm gonna have to spray in here again. That corn got eaten by something. That's a cut onion. See all them roots? Look at those roots. Isn't that neat? It's a cut onion to help protect this stuff. Alright, so watermelons, guys. Watermelons that I planted 3 or 4 weeks ago. One finally came up. And again, this is all radishes, garlic, and onions. And here's more radishes. Look how big these radishes are. These radishes are massive, but the other ones are not growing. Garlic and stuff in there. Okay, here's 2 more watermelons. It's really nice to see these guys come up. They're finally starting to get their true leaves. I thought they might have been stunted, but they're finally getting their true leaves. This one just popped up maybe 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Doing really good. The melons along the fence. The melons along the fence. We got one finally down there. You can barely see it. Let me get on the other side of the fence here. So down here, there's one. You can barely see it down there. Right there. That's a cantaloupe. And I have 4 other kinds of cantaloupe types growing down here. Next to this little teeny tiny green one coming up down there, that's another cantaloupe. And that is a that's a broccoli or cauliflower or something. So this is all I have left of the 30 or so broccoli, cauliflower, and kale I had. This is all that's left. 1, 2, that one might die anytime. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of the original kale and broccoli that I started in the greenhouse. The slugs have decimated these things. I moved them over here and I had 3 slugs over here. And then I watched YouTube. I learned how to make some stuff that nothing likes, and it's not poisonous. I'll show you guys how to make it. Nothing likes it. Everything stays away from it, and I think it's just great because these are getting nice and tall. See how tall those are getting? All right, let me go real quick and show you guys my stuff, and I'll tell you what it is. All right, so This is the wonder spray that I've made and has actually been working. It did kill a big insect that has a proboscis. They have a proboscis. It's their mouth, the tube that goes down their throat, or down the, come on, will you work? Thank you. Okay, as I was saying, a tube that runs from their mouth down their throat is an insect that has a proboscis. And that proboscis lifts up and it's a straight tube and it sticks into your fruit and they suck everything out. This stuff right there killed one of those. I sprayed the heck out of it, but it eventually killed it. What's in here? What I have in here is, let me think, because my mind's jumbled. I have jalapeno, onion skins, and garlic. And this is the second batch that I made. Jalapenos, onion skins, and garlic. And I put them in my mortar and pestle, and I just beat the crap out of them. And then I put all that stuff into water, and I boiled it until the jalapenos basically became a green-gray color instead of that full, beautiful green that they are. And once you boil all that stuff together until it gets really soft and malleable, you just strain it and pour it in here. And the garlic and the onions, the slugs don't like, and then it's also spicy. So I'm probably making my leaves spicy. I've sprayed all of these. I do it once a week. I'm spraying these once a week. Like I said, that little corn down there got eaten a bit down here somewhere, so I gotta come spray these again. And it keeps the bugs off. I even spray that in there. Too bad it doesn't keep the gopher away or the mole away. All right, so yeah, this liquid is made out of, and I'll show you guys how to make it. It's made out of, again, I got 3 jalapenos in this, as much onion skins as I can find, and I also put a half of an onion in it this time, and pretty much 3 garlic cloves. That's all that's in this stuff. And it works wonders. It keeps things away. I actually sprayed a square like this. I sprayed a square and I put slugs and snails in the middle of it, and they would not cross it. They stayed in. They kept going up here and coming back, going up here and coming back, going over here and coming back. They kept going to the edge until it dried. Once it dried, it took them a while, but they finally raised up and then went down over it as if they were going over the line. It was weird, but I watched them do it. So this stuff works. The slugs do not like this stuff right here. This stuff works wonders, and I'm keeping it in the refrigerator. It's all natural. I can actually eat and drink this if I want because of what it's made out of. It's all natural, and apparently it's a pesticide, so it works great. All right, so right now I'm going to say peace out. I'm going to transplant this evening. I don't like to transplant when the sun is out, and the sun is out. I transplant early in the morning, or I transplant in the evening after the sun has gone down in the early evening. So I'll transplant, and I'll take you guys along with me when I transplant the containers that I just showed you guys, where I'm going to transplant them at. All right, so for now, peace out, and we'll go ahead and put up a video, and maybe tonight we can do some transplanting. We'll see. Peace. Okay, we're back. It's late evening. Actually, it's after 7 o'clock. I might run out of some daylight here. I'm still getting used to the transition from winter to spring to summer, and the hours are weird. I got a lot to transplant here in a small spot and a little bit of time. I still have to mix a few things, some dirt and some fertilizers. So let me show you what I got here. I just realized that these are probably 2 different kinds of broccoli. Actually, yeah, there's purple here and there's some green over here. But I believe these are 2 different kinds of broccoli. These are 2 different kinds of lettuce, and these are 2 different kinds of lettuce. So we got 5 different things to plant here. Over here, we got my tea. I mixed them both already. Half a cup of the banana tea and a half of a cup of the, come on, what do you call it? The fertilizer tea. And then here we have another one I made that I'll tell you guys about while I'm spraying it. This one is made out of onions, garlic, and jalapenos. And I'll tell you how that's made while I'm spraying it. This stuff works really good for keeping pests away. Alright, so I got to mix that into the dirt and then mix the dirt again. And we're going to do all that off the camera. I'm going to do all of this off the camera because I'm running out of light. And I'm already in 20 minutes of a video, I believe, or more. So I'm going to get to planting this stuff after I mix what I just showed you. Just going to mix all this stuff together down here. And then at the end, when I'm done with everything, when I'm done planting everything, I'll show you guys as I spray everything with this. All right, so planting or mixing and then planting. Peace out. Be back in a minute. Come on. There we go. Okay guys, it's getting dark just like I knew it would. I work at my own pace, you know, I'm not real speedy. I've only had about an hour anyway, so look, here we go. I'll try to show these later. These are actually the lettuce that I'm planting, the salads that I'm planting. And it's actually broccoli. So these down here are broccoli. You can't see them that well. The lighting's not that good. Trying to get a light. All right, so this spray right here is the spray that I used. I used come on, think, hurry up. I used jalapeno, onion skins, half an onion, and shallots. I didn't have garlic, but it still works just the same. And this actually keeps the bugs off. So let's spray these down so the bugs stay off of them tonight. Okay. And we're just going to spray each individual plant. Just spray it really good. And this stuff is also a fertilizer. So this is actually going to make these bounce back up too, if they should fall over. And I literally just finished planting them. But I don't know how much of this you guys can see because it's getting dark. But I'm spraying each and every one. This stuff is so strong. The smell of it. Then I'm going to water it in when I'm done. Let me switch hands. Hands getting tired. I'm going to water it in when I'm done. I'm going to have to do another video tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I'll do another video in a few days to show how these are turning out. It's getting dark. I need to hurry up because I still have to water them with the light water. Let me switch hands again. I mean, I want to spray a lot of this stuff, you know. I'm spraying a lot. I started out with a whole bottle. I'm spraying a lot of this stuff because it works. And I just want you guys to see how I apply it, and so each and every little plant is getting sprayed down here. Spray it really good. Okay. I'm just making one more pass, make sure I got everybody, you know. I don't want to come out here and find them all eaten up by the slugs just in one night. So we'll see how these will fend them off within the next week to come. I'll make another video. We'll see how well they did. All right, so it's enough of that. Now we're going to put a little bit of water on them. Let me stand this up so I don't break it. I know it's getting dark out here, but I just want you guys to see what I'm doing. So I got the water hose, and I'm going to put on light, the light mist, and just water it in. You want to water the plants in, and you want to water to spray in. Remember, the spray also acts as fertilizer. And hopefully these transplant real well. I really hope they do. They transplant real well, and we'll have some good standing plants in the morning. Alright, so go ahead and finish up here a little bit more. Just totally too much now. A little bit more. Alright, I'll go ahead and turn that off. Alright, I'll come back and get this stuff in a minute. I want to take this inside to some light. Look at my lights. Still got them from last year. That's my pond, believe it or not. That's so awesome. Hi, Bella. Still making a video, baby. Almost done. All right, real quick here. Oh, we got some light. This is what was winter sown. So we got broccoli early purple sprouting, and broccoli Rasmus. I'm not even going to try to say that right now. I don't have time. Lettuce outrageous. Lettuce fleshy butter gem. Lettuce spotted Apollo or spotted Alpilo. I don't know. Cyrene. You guys sound it out yourselves. And lettuce bronze beauty. These are all what was winter sown back in February. February 13th is when these were sown in those buckets. All right. I'm sweating my butt off. I've been working on this for quite a while throughout the morning. Stopped during the day, started again in the evening because I don't like to plant my plants during the direct sunlight. The roots don't like it. So I did the planting just now. So yeah, it's 80 out here right now, probably maybe 75, 80 degrees right now. So it's pretty warm. So I'm really sweaty. But anyways, you guys, I showed you that there you go. Try to plant some stuff and feed your family, and remember to eat what you grow. All right, peace out, you guys. I know I made another long video, but hey, we're all learning if we're all watching. Peace out. Okay guys, it is just after 6 o'clock the following morning, so let's check out these transplants and see how they're doing. I see them doing pretty well. Check them out. These are all the little guys we transplanted last night. And these are definitely broccoli down here. 6 rows of broccoli, because I love broccoli. These are 2 different kinds of broccoli. I think one of them might even be purple. That broccoli. Not a single slug. Thank God. Not a single slug. Lots and lots of broccoli. And lots of lettuce. There are 4 different kinds of lettuce down here. So we got a purple one. We're red. We got a green one with red spots. And this one might be another purple one and another green one with red spots. They're all different types. It's just epic, you guys. I love growing food. Just epic. Now let me show you one more trick to help with the pollinator-friendly insects in your garden. Insects, just like birds, like ponds. So my ice cream containers, last year I used my ice cream containers to make little ponds. So last night I filled all these up with water because we had chlorine water here. So now all the chlorine should be out of this water. Yeah. It's got a little bit of a chlorine smell to it, but that's okay. The chlorine will come out in 24 hours. And then I would just find a whole bunch of big rocks and I'll just fill them up with rocks, you know, so things can go inside, swim around, lay their eggs and all that good stuff. The things will go in here and eat any mosquito larvae that will come in here. This will attract dragonflies. This will attract mayflies. This will help attract more bees and stuff like that. They'll smell the water and want to come and drink it. And that helps protect the garden from the unfriendly pest. So yeah, I thought this was a good idea. I did it last year. And basically this is what I do. Take a few of these, just like this, so things can swim around once they get their eggs laid. They can swim around and won't drown. And also, frogs come in here. Not only do frogs come in here, lizards come in here. I had lots of lizards come in here last year, and they got stuck and couldn't get out, and that's what made me put the rocks in there. The rocks help the lizards climb out. And this is all that I do. And they can come up and climb out. They don't get stuck in here no more. And yeah, this is how we keep the insects watered and happy in the garden. And this literally keeps a lot of beneficial insects in your garden. All right, guys, peace out. I'm out. Excuse me, I gotta get this video going. So have good growing. Grow whatever you can. Experiment, and remember, y'all, to eat what you grow. Peace out. You guys, where I'm going to transplant them at. All right, so for now, peace out, and we'll go ahead and put up a video, and maybe tonight we can do some transplanting. We'll see. Peace.